name is Anita Montgomery. Thank you so much for watching my video. I'm so sorry that I can't be there to be able to teach this lesson in person to a group of students. I've been teaching here at Jefferson Elementary in Winslow, Arizona for the past 2 years in a first grade classroom. I do differentiated small group teaching. And what I'm going to do for you today is a small group reading lesson. This would be more for the lower end of my scale of students reading. The book that I'm going to be doing with the students is a leveled book called What Do They Make? And it's a book about ants. So what I'm going to do is just walk you through what I would normally do. It is going to be maybe a little strange since there aren't actual students here, but I am going to do it just as if they were here. So if you bear with me, we're going to go ahead and get started. Thank you. Hi boys and girls. We're going to be reading a book today, and it is called What Do They Make? And this book is all about ants. Do you guys know anything about ants? Oh, I love how you raised your hand to talk. Did you guys see that? He did not shout out, but he raised his hand to tell Miss Montgomery what he had to say. That is a great job. Thank you so much. Okay, what do you know about ants? They're small, that's right. Yeah, what do you know about ants? Yes, they make hills, very good. Oh, thank you, I love your story, but can we save that for the end? Yeah, you can tell Miss Montgomery your story later, thank you. Let's see, yeah, thank you, okay. Yes, they work together. These are all great things. I'm so glad to hear these. Yes, these are all things that ants do. These are great things to know about ants. We're going to find out a little more about ants. Miss Montgomery is going to give each one of you a book. Now remember, these are not our books. We need to treat these books with respect. We are being careful when we turn the page. We're following along with our finger and our eyes. We're not talking to our neighbor. We're paying attention to the words on the page and to Miss Montgomery. Okay? Okay? All right. Oh, thank you so much for not opening your book yet. Good job. All right. Okay, so we're gonna go on a picture walk first. So we're just gonna go through this book, and without reading any of the words, we're gonna kind of find out what this book is about just by looking at the pictures. Remember, pictures can tell us a lot about a book. And so we need to remember this when we are on a tricky word. Sometimes we get on a tricky word and we don't know what it says. We sound it out, we use our finger to look at each letter, but we still can't figure out what it is. Look at the picture, because sometimes the picture can give you a clue to what that tricky word might be. All right, so let's go through and look at those pictures. So first we have our cover, and this is the title of the book. What do they make? We already see some ants trying to do some things just on the title page, on the cover. I'm sorry, this is the cover. This is the title page. So now we're on our title page. What do they make? And down here we have our author and our illustrator. What's an illustrator? It's a big word. Who remembers, what does illustrator mean? No, they're not the one that writes the story. Yes, they're the one that draws the pictures. Very good. All right, we're gonna go ahead and turn the page. We're on page 1. All right, look at the picture here. What do you see them doing? Yeah, they're carrying different things, aren't they? What are they doing on the next page? What are they doing with all those objects that they found? Yes, they put them together and they made a bike, didn't they? Very nice, good. All right, let's look at the next page. Yeah, they have a tongue compressor. Good. What are they gonna do with these? They made a bike last, what are they gonna make? Let's turn the page and find out. A seesaw, very good, good job. All right, they've got a tissue box, some Q-tips, an umbrella. What are you gonna do with all these items? Let's turn the page. They made a car, very good. All right, so before Miss Montgomery reads this story to you, I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions just from the pictures. What are some things that you think are happening in this story? They're building things. Good, very good. They are building things. They're using things that you'd have around the house. Yeah, that's right. Good job. Good. All right. Well, Miss Montgomery went through the story ahead of time, and I found some words in the story that might be a little bit tricky for us. So Miss Montgomery is going to go ahead and have you guys help me figure out these tricky words before we read the story, so we can figure out these words and know how to read them when it's our turn to read. Okay? All right. So this first word right here. This word has some phonograms in it. Does anybody see a phonogram? Does anyone recognize a phonogram in this word? Yeah. Wah. 2-letter wah. Like wah. It. With wah, wah, wah. Do you see it? Right here. We're going to put a box around that phonogram. Wah. Now, the next part is an A and a T. So we might go wah, at, wat. Is that a word? No. What's another sound that the A makes? At, a, let's try wah, ot, wat. Is that a word? No. At, a, let's try wah, slide with it. What? Is that the word? Yes. What? Good job. All right. Let's look at this next word. All right. I see an A right in the middle. Is this A going to say its name? What sound is it going to say? Is it going to say its name? Is it going to say a? Is it going to say like in what? Do we have anything in this word, any clues that can help us figure out what the A is going to say? Yes, we have an E. We have a magical silent E. So he's going to come down and he's going to poke the A, and he's bossy. And so he tells the A to say its name. And so the A is going to say A. So we're going to put a hat on top of the A. Because remember, when we wear a hat, it's like when you're in a circus and the ringmaster puts on his hat, he's saying, look at me. Look right here. That's what the A is saying. It's saying, look at me. Say my name. So we're going to say A, k. Slide with it. Make. Good job. All right, let's look down here at this word. We've got another magical silent E. That's right. So it's going to go dig, 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 poke. It's going to be bossy and say your name. And the I is going to wear a hat, and it's going to say I-k. Slide with it. Bike. Beautiful. All right. Good job, guys. Let's look at this next word. Miss Montgomery sees 2 phonograms in this word. Does anybody see them? Yes. Thanks for raising your hand. Good. Yeah, we got our phonogram. So we're going to put a box around that. Okay, and then what's our second phonogram? One second. Miss Montgomery's marker's saying. Let's get a different one here. What's this second phonogram? Good. A-E. They have the key. So is it going to say A or E in this word? The E? No. The A. It's going to say A when it makes the word they. The A. They. Very good. All right, let's take a look at this word. This is a compound word. Now, we've talked about compound words before. It's like that trash, the big garbage truck, the trash truck that comes to your house. When they put the garbage in the truck, it compresses it. It's called the garbage compactor, and it compacts it all together into one big cube of garbage. That's the same as a compact word. What they're doing is they're taking 2 words, 2 separate words, and they're compacting them together to make one big word. So we have 2 words in this compact word, and in order to figure them out, let's look at the phonograms in this word first. What phonograms do you see? Yes. E-double-E, E-double-E, right. So we have our 2 E's, and they say E, E-double-E. Okay, what other phonogram do you see? Yes. Ah, yeah, we see that phonogram. Ah, the claw, ah. So it's saying ah. So So we've got S-E-S-A. All together. Seesaw. Seesaw. What's a seesaw? Yeah, it's that thing. Good. All right. Last word. What's the phonogram in this word? Does anybody know this word right off the bat? Anybody? No? Okay. What's the phonogram in this word? R. R. Yeah, our pirate R. 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 So we're going to put a box around R. So we've got K. R. Car. Very good. All right, boys and girls. Oh, and if you didn't see, Miss Montgomery has a sticker on the bottom of her board. This is a Dr. Seuss sticker. When we are done reading, we're going to play the chip game, and whoever wins the chip game is going to get this Dr. Seuss sticker. So make sure you're listening so you can get to play that game. All right. We're going to go ahead, and Miss Montgomery is going to read this to you. So follow along with your eyes and your finger. And when you turn the page, remember what I said, you're going to turn it what? Are you going to turn it really hard? We don't want to rip the page. We're going to turn it gently. Are you going to be talking to your neighbor? Are you looking around the classroom? No. A good reader is following along with their finger, their eyes, and their ears. Here we go. What do they make? What do they make? By Mary Lewis, illustrated by Bill Ogden. Remember, the author is who it's by and the illustrators who drew the pictures. Okay, we're on the title page now. What do they make? What do they make? They make a bike. Good job following along. Thank you. It is little. They make a seesaw. It is little. They make a car. It is big. All right. So why are the things that they make in the beginning of the book little? Because they're ants, right? They're small. So the things that they would write on are going to be little, like their bike and their seesaw. Why is the car bigger? Because they're all riding in it. Good job. That would make sense. They all have to fit in the car. Okay. We're going to go ahead and echo read now. So remember, Miss Montgomery reads first, and then you're going to echo read. You still have to follow along with your finger, okay? So then at this point, what I would do is I would read a line to the children, and they would echo it back to me. So this is just modeling the I do. So I read it to them first, we do, which is echo reading together, and then it'll finish with you do. So how I would start you do is I would just instruct the kids that they'll be reading on their own, and Miss Montgomery will be listening to their whisper voice with each child. And when I touch their book, they're going to read a little bit louder so I can hear their reading. And again, that's modeling the last step for the I do. So they're reading on their own to themselves in a whisper voice so I can still hear them and monitor their reading. All right, good job, boys and girls. I loved how you read on your own. You did a fantastic job. I'm gonna go ahead and take your books. Great. All right, now the moment you've been waiting for. We're gonna play the chip game. So remember, how we play this game is Miss Montgomery has our cards, and these are some of our spelling words. These are words from our story. These are some of the sight words that we've been practicing this week. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you the word, and you have to tell me the phonogram in the word, and then tell me what the word is. Every time you get a word right, you get one of these chips. Now, can you blurt out the word that your friend is trying to say? No. Is that helping your friend be a better reader? It is not. So you need to make sure you're not blurting when it's your friend's turn, right? Okay. So we're going to go ahead and start. So then what I would go ahead and do is I would go around to each student and I would show them their card. They would tell me the phonogram, they would sound out the word, and then they would tell me what the word is. So right now I have this list of words. I have big, car, and like I said earlier, these are all words that were either in the story, they're sight words, they're spelling words, they're words that the children have had a chance to see or hear already throughout their school career. So they're not a big surprise to them, but there might be some challenging words in here that they're going to have to try to sound out on their own and figure out those phonogram sounds in the words. So the object of this game is each child will get a chip every time they get a card right. At the end of the game, whoever has the most chips will get to win the sticker that I had presented to them on the board in the beginning. What this game really does is it just helps the kids be able to have fun while sounding out words and just trying to use their reading tools and strategies to decode. All right, well, I hope I gave you an accurate presentation of what I do in a small reading group with my own children. I hope I was also able to demonstrate my classroom management strategy. I know it was strange since there's not actual kids here, but I hope that you will appreciate this video, and I can't wait to meet you all and talk to you in our Skype interview. Thank you again for this opportunity, and I hope you have a wonderful day.